Hi guys, hey, my name's Eric. I have made a couple videos from real estate, personal development, self-help, motivational, things like that. I have made a couple videos recently just to kind of overview my channel and things of that nature. I did want to take this video to kind of take a left turn more on the religious side of things. I think that it's very important to have faith as kind of the central part of your life and kind of the core fundamental pillar of your day-to-day living. Now, not a lot of people are religious. I get that. This may not be the video for you guys. If you guys don't want to watch this and you're not very religious, you're more than welcome to watch another video of mine. But for the people who haven't God or that is a higher power, I think this video should be one for you. These are just some of my experiences for the past few years that have kind of solidified my belief in Him and the belief that He is the Almighty One. Because I've not always been religious, I haven't always been very faithful to God. I've definitely done my wrongdoings, and I think that owning up to it and kind of taking responsibility for your actions is kind of what becomes a part of you and makes you who you are as a man or a woman. So yeah, let's get into it. So one of the first times that I ever realized how important God was to my life was actually back in college. So I was a football player for a junior college at this time, and I was having a very tough game. Probably one of the worst performances to my standards that I've ever had. And I'm not kidding. I couldn't believe the performance that I finished with. At the end of the night, I went home. It was a long drive, about a 10-hour drive home from the bus. And the whole time I didn't talk to anybody. I was so in my own head. Mentally, I was out of it. I didn't know what I wanted to say to anybody. I didn't want anyone to talk to me. I just wanted to lay there and just think for 10 hours just about how I was. And that was a very low moment for my career and my life. But looking back, obviously it was a great learning experience and how to overcome stress and defeat. And at that time, we got back to the college campus, and I went straight to my room. I was on lockdown for about 2 or 3 days. I didn't talk to anybody really, and I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to turn to. So this voice popped in my head and said, "Hey, you should maybe pick up a Bible. There's probably a good verse or two in there that you might benefit from." And the very first page I opened to, the words spoke to me. I can't remember exactly what phrase it was or what verse it was, but the second I opened up the Bible, I think it was something along the lines of, seek out who your real friends are and they will come to you. For the things that you seek, the right people will come to you, something along those lines. And as soon as I read that, my best friend that I was very close to knocked on the door and wanted to hang out, and knew that I was going through a tough time, and he was checking in on me and wanted to go play some ping pong or something. And at that moment, it was subtle, it was such a small moment, but at that exact moment I knew that God was watching over me and taking care of me. And that was one of the biggest moments for me. All as it was just such an impactful moment of my life, to where anytime I get in a moment of stress or disbelief, I think back to that time protecting me and watching over me and making sure that I'm making the right decisions and that I follow the path that He has laid out for me. And it was very important that I went through that experience, because without that I wouldn't be who I am today. So I really do appreciate all the things that He's done for me. and the friendships that he's put in my life, and the career opportunities that I have in front of me, and the business opportunities that are coming. And I'm excited to have God on my side, because I know with him we are going to make some great changes to the world. And it's only possible through God, because he can help you as much as you can, but if you don't want to do it yourself, if you don't have the will and the excitement and enthusiasm to take that next step forward, it's very difficult to make any positive changes if you don't want to do it yourself, on your own first. But that was one of the biggest moments. The next biggest moment in my life was, I knew I wanted to go to another college after I graduated from junior college, because junior college is 2 years. I didn't know where I wanted to go though. So I reached out to my coach. He called 4 schools, and the last school he called said they were really interested in me visiting the campus and checking it out. So before I knew it, within a week, I was visiting the campus. I fell in love with it, and I did commit to that school. Within a month of being there, I met my wife. And the way that the whole universe works is crazy. God works in mysterious ways, because I had no idea where I was going to go a week before graduating from junior college. And she is from Russia, so she actually was at a previous school prior to this university. Documentation got messed up. She got sent back to Russia for an entire semester, and she had nowhere to go. And finally, the school that I was attending messaged her, and she ended up going to that university, and we met just on the craziest circumstances. I could have been at any school in the world. She could have been at any school in the world, and we ended up at the exact same place at the same time, and we fell in love within 6 days. And it's been history ever since. And this is only possible through God. Again, there are so many opportunities that I look back on and then reflect on, and there are a couple that I can genuinely say he was there for me, and he was protecting me and doing the right things by me. And I know he only wants the best for me. I'm very hard on myself sometimes with the way I want to do things, but honestly, it's an amazing feeling to having such a powerful force and being protecting you and watching over the way you do things. And I could not be happier to have basically the path that's in front of me laid out, because it's looking good for the future, and I'm blessed to have this opportunity to go where I'm going. But again, I didn't have to be so fortunate, and God has blessed me in ways that I can't even imagine. My wife is, she's fantastic, and I do love her. I love her so much. I count my blessings every day, and it's great. But there was another struggle, of course. There has to be struggle in your life in order for yourself to grow and succeed. The next struggle that I had is actually going on right now. So at work, I'm in order to get promoted, I have to hit a certain number of sales, and I'm not doing as well as I thought. I have to get a certain number in 4 weeks, and I'm not even on track for the first week. It's now the second week of this goal, and I'm well behind pace. So I know God has a plan for me. I know God will provide for me, and I just wish that everyone who's watching this will pray and give me the opportunity to get that next step in my career, and I will do the same for you guys. I mean, there's a community out here that I know and believe in, that we all kind of wrap around each other and band together, and God is kind of the centerpiece of that. So again, I don't want to get too deep into it, but there are some challenges that I've had in my life. They may not be as crazy as some other people's, but again, these are moments that are clearly moments where God steps in and takes over. That's the whole point of this video. I know everyone has their own demons that they battle, and God does step in at some point and kind of take the wheel, kind of steer you in the right direction, and that's what we have to be thankful for. It's not, oh, my life is way worse than yours. It's not about that. It's about what has God done to you to provide you with the understanding that He is there and willing to help, you know, because the only time that He really does provide is when we're searching Him and seeking Him. But it's tough to do when we're all focused on ourselves. You have to open up your mind, be open-minded to the opportunities in front of you, and be thankful every single day for what you have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe if you did like this video. If you found any sort of value in this, please like, comment, and subscribe. It allows us to grow this channel and create a bigger impact. Hopefully someone just like you will watch this video, and maybe you can even share it with them so that we can, again, provide a bigger impact. There are so many different genres that we want to focus on, but let us know what you guys would like us to make videos about. So again, thank you so much. You have a good rest of your day, guys.